and finally is the sign of the manifestation of the Son. That's what you call the rapture, the second coming of Jesus Christ. Matthew 24:29 to 31. I'm rounding up. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, the moon shall no longer give her light, the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. Go further. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, and with power and great glory. That is the last sign. But you see, the problem is that when this sign is happening, it's too late if you are not prepared. You better be prepared before this sign, because this one is the one that happens like a thief at night. If you understand the first 4 signs and you guard yourself, then this sign cannot take you unawares. The question tonight is, number 1, when Christ returns, will he still be the Christ of your life? Or will something else have substituted his place? Will a man have become your Christ? Will a system, or will the system have become your Christ? That's the question. When Christ returns, will he still be the Christ? And you know, Jesus asked this question. He said, when the Son of Man shall return, shall he find faith in Israel? Will there still be people who believe Jesus as the only Lord of their lives? Or would medicine have taken the place of Christ? Would religion have taken the place of Christ? Would human authority and manipulation have taken the place of Christ? If Christ is not your Christ, and the first Christ that will manifest take the place of Christ, there will be a problem with your ultimate end. The second question is, when Christ returns, will you still be morally upright? Because all of these signs come to attack something in you. Because we have come into a world where immorality have become the way of life. When Jesus returns, will you still be one of the few who are morally upright? Or would you have been caught in the web of delusion, or amongst those who have believed the lie and living like slaves of immorality? The third question is, when Christ returns, will you still be on fire for him? He said, the love of many shall wax cold, because iniquity shall abound. Or like Brother Godwin was sharing earlier, would you have loved something else more than Christ? You know the problem of the church in Ephesus? They could not retain their first love. When Jesus returns, will he still be your first love? Or will ministry have replaced your love? Will business have replaced your love? Or would money have replaced your love? These are questions you should ask yourself, and this should become the parameters that governs your spiritual experience and your walk with God. Finally, when Christ comes, will you have endured affliction to the end as a good soldier, or would you have compromised on the wayside? He said, they that endures to the end, they shall be saved. Every sign comes to attack something. The first sign comes to attack your morality. The second sign comes to attack your faith. The third sign comes to attack your love. The fourth sign comes to attack your stamina and resilience. When Christ comes, these 4 questions I've asked, would they be found in your life? Or will you just be among those who claim that they are born again, but Jesus cannot find his marks on their lives? This is why this teaching is a call to preparation. Everything I'm teaching you now is already happening. So while I am yet talking, the sign of the Son of Man can just appear in the sky. While I am yet talking, things can just begin to happen, because everything I've shared from scripture is already happening, and they are happening at the highest propensities and intensities. You can just sleep and wake up to discover that there was a trumpet at night while you were sleeping. May you not miss out when Christ comes.